My name is John Anderson, and this is my informative speech. We herd sheep, we drive cattle, we lead people. Lead me, follow me, or get out of my way. These are the words of U.S. General of World War II, George S. Patton. A German Field Marshal, Gerd von Rundstedt, said that Patton was the best general that the Allies had. Patton commanded the Third Army through campaigns in North Africa, Sicily, and France, and into Germany. Patton was like a real-life comic book hero. He said, "The object of war is not to die for your country, but to make the other bastard die for his." His personality was so audacious, it's hard to imagine someone like him. He was a constant headache for his superiors and came under constant media scrutiny for massive political blunders. He spent lots of time with his men to, as he would put it, put an adequate hatred of Germans into them. Once when his tanks were stalled by a minefield, he accosted the tank operators for the delay. His inspiring presence won him the respect and courage of his men. He often criticized his superiors for being too timid. A good plan, violently executed now, is better than a perfect plan executed next week. He was considered by many to be the most accomplished commander of the war. He was known for aggressive armored assault tactics and his absolute refusal to let any obstacle stand in his way. He would ultimately take 81,000 square miles of enemy territory and inflict 500,000 casualties on the Germans. He was responsible for critical breakthroughs in North Africa, Sicily, and France, where other Allied commanders failed. His German counterpart, Erwin Rommel, said that he was responsible for the most astonishing achievements in mobile warfare. His daring strategies were a major factor in his success. He said, "No one ever defended anything successfully. There was only attack and attack and attack some more." His greatest victory was the Battle of the Bulge. The Germans launched a major counteroffensive to try and throw the Allies back into the Atlantic Ocean. In response, the U.S. dropped the 101st Airborne Division into the town of Bastogne, which was a critical resupply bottleneck for the German lines. The 101st Airborne refused to surrender the town despite coming under heavy artillery bombardment from the Germans. Patton hatched a plan to rapidly uproot 3 divisions and drive them through ice and fog in order to liberate the town of Bastogne. His colleagues said that it would be logistically impossible and that his forces wouldn't be enough to mount the offensive. But the 101st Airborne valiantly defied the German siege, and 4 days later, Patton's tanks came rolling through to smash through the German lines and secured the town of Bastogne. This caused the complete encirclement of the German counteroffensive and dealt a critical blow to their war effort. And this cemented Patton as a war hero. He accomplished a great deal and was instrumental in the Allied victory of World War II. He said, "Accept the challenges so that you can feel the exhilaration of victory." He was a man who was hated by his superiors, feared by his enemies, and loved by his men.